Tomorrow night, the entire world of boxing will stop and watch one of the biggest fights of the last decade. Saul Canelo Alvarez will be taking on Terence Crawford for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Canelo is favored in the bout, and Crawford is the underdog, as Alvarez is the current undisputed super middleweight champion, and he was the first ever to achieve that feat in the history of boxing. Now, Terence Crawford will have a tough task tomorrow night, as Canelo is widely considered to be the best boxer in the world and one of the best to ever tie up the gloves. Crawford is also moving up 2 whole weight classes for this fight. He usually fights in the junior middleweight division at 154 pounds, where he's the WBA champion, but now he's coming into the champs division at 168 pounds. If you take a look at the tail of the tape, Canelo definitely has the advantage in terms of experience with a record of 63-2-2 with 39 knockouts, but Crawford has never been defeated with a record of 41 wins and 0 losses with 31 knockouts. Neither fighter has ever been knocked down, let alone knocked out, so my guess is that this fight's going to go the distance. This fight will be available to stream on Netflix for millions to watch live. The last time a boxing fight was live on Netflix was back in November when Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson, which had a viewership of a whopping 108 million people and is the most streamed global event ever. So this fight should have a pretty big audience. The undercard tomorrow night is expected to begin at 8 p.m. Central Time, with the main event expected to begin around 10. For boxing fans, tomorrow can't come soon enough, as 2 of the best fighters of the 21st century will step into the ring with all the belts on the line for a bout that everyone has been waiting for. Will Canelo keep his titles, or will we see Terence Crawford become the new undisputed champion? Emma, what's your prediction for tomorrow night's super fight?
Thank you, Emma. And we are here at beautiful A-Team Sports. And with the MLB offseason winding down, with all the big-name free agents mostly off the market, we decided to bring you our top 5 free agents and new places in 2026.
That's right, Charlie. And what better way to deliver that list than with a good old-fashioned game of catch? Let's get into it.
Coming in at number 5 and starting us off, the only pitcher on this list, the Toronto Blue Jays, the World Series runner-ups and American League champs, go out and get themselves an ace. Dylan Cease going up north of the border, 7 years, $210 million. This just might be the piece that gets him over the edge. Eli, who do you got at number 4?
Coming in at the number 4 spot, the New York Mets made a big splash this offseason, signing Bo Bichette from the American League champion Toronto Blue Jays to a 3-year, $126 million deal, making him the highest paid third baseman in the game. That's right, folks. Third base, you heard that right. Bo Bichette is going to be moving from short to third, playing the hot corner for the first time in his career, and that's where he's going to be playing in 2026 for the Mets. Charlie, who's coming in at number 3?
Coming in at number 3, we're going up to the north side of Chicago, where the Cubs, they were busy this offseason. They might have lost a guy that we're going to get to later, but they did ink a deal with future Hall of Fame third baseman Alex Bregman. Bregman and the Cubs signed a 5-year, $175 million deal. Bregman's going to be an impact not just at the plate, but also at the hot corner. Eli, who do you got at 2?
Coming in at number 2, going from one side of the diamond to the other, the Baltimore Orioles signed Pete Alonso from the New York Mets to a 5-year, $155 million deal. While Alonso might not be fixing the Orioles' starting pitching issues, the Polar Bear is going to add a ton of bombs to an already super power-heavy O's lineup. Now let's go see who's coming in at number 1.
And at number 1, you heard the Cubs, you heard the Mets, you heard the Blue Jays, but man, the Dodgers are inevitable, signing Kyle Tucker to a 4-year, $240 million. Eli?
The Dodgers are giving Tucker $60 million a year, which is the second highest annual salary in the history of the game, behind Shohei Ohtani at $70 million, who the Dodgers are also currently paying. So as we've seen, LA is not afraid to spend money.
Well, that caps off our top 5 most impactful signings of the 2026 offseason.
For Playmakers, I'm Eli Greenwald.
And I'm Charlie Marshall.